Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Beautiful
I am
internet
Richard.
people.
Oh, hello. Sorry, you could talk. You go ahead.
Oh, I just said beautiful internet people.
Come on, live for me.
Hello, internet. Yeah, I'm looking to see here.
There you
Episode
go.
2. Yeah, there we go. I see it. I
Should
see
we
it. So, hello.
check the sound? I think probably a good idea.
I'm going to talk, and somebody can listen to the sound of the Twitch streamer. Is anyone listening to the Twitch stream? The Twitch streamer. Is anyone listening to the
I can
Twitch
open
stream?
it up.
I think it
'Cause
sounds.
I have it open, so
Um,
Okay, so
Because
you
I can't
listen
talk.
and we'll talk.
okay. Start talking.
We're talking. This is Bean. This is Bean. She's very cute and I love her.
dog.
Oh, she opened her eyes. It's kind of creepy.
I can't. It's not loud though. That's good. That's good. Okay, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. La 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 la.
It's my 6-month sub anniversary. Yay! I'm sharing it. Yay! Because Nico's making so much money. Did you get your 300th review, by the way, Nico?
No,
Because I didn't.
it's been on $2.99 for so long.
I wanted to post one, but I was just like, I don't know. I just sound like it seemed like an asshole saying, it's so good. I recommend buying this book.
Just say dragons are fun or something. Doesn't even have to be a review.
You can never go around with dragons.
I expected more
Yeah.
vampire werewolf sex. This is
Yeah.
bullshit. 1 star. Would not recommend.
Yeah, at least you got the. At least you got the 300.
Amazon has a way though of kind of knowing when people know each other.
When we're friends.
And yeah, and they like so many people have tried to write reviews and
Because I actually
none
bought,
of them
I mean, I
get
actually bought
get
that book.
posted.
Like I bought that book, and but I think I bought it from Amazon.ca, and this is Amazon.com, and I don't think it's the same reviews.
They just changed it, so some of them are global.
Yeah, so I can't. I don't think I would be a verified purchaser because I didn't buy it from Amazon.com. So.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like I want to seem more legit, obviously.
Oh, okay, so be legit by not posting anything then. That's fine.
Yeah, you don't get paid for the extra review anyway, so who cares? Okay, so
If anyone's watching, go review my book. Marked by
well, Nico, why don't you
Dragon's
put the link in the Twitch
one
chat
more
so
review.
that your dozens of followers can go review the book immediately. Catherine will post. I haven't read the book, but Nico is my friend, and I like her, and so I'm going to post that the book is good.
She's paying me for this review.
The main character (brackets insert name later) is really nice.
She's so nice. She even wrote this review for me.
None of this
Your
is
camera
illegal
goes.
at all.
Your camera just dies. Okay, so last week was the first week. This is our 3rd episode. It's episode 2. It's episode
No, yeah,
1.
2.
Episode 0 was an episode. The first episode was episode 0, and then episode 2 was episode 1, and now episode 3 is episode 2. And so it is, side quest Below Decks. Coincidentally, on Crave, you can watch Lower Decks, which is the Star Trek show of the people who are not, command crew having adventures, and it's a really great show. Anyway, and our show has nothing to do with that, and Below Decks is the name of our show, and it's not. It's legally distinct and different.
I don't think anyone will mistake below deck and under deck. They're two very different things.
Lower Decks, yeah.
This is definitely not about a group of people who are like not the main adventurers on a ship, but still going on adventures.
Yes, that's right. And in fact,
not at all.
Lower Decks is actually way more diverse. We're just all white people, and so
No, we're
we
not.
suck. So, yeah.
Oh, us.
Aren't we?
I meant our character.
No, your character. Okay, so why don't we introduce?
Micah! Hey.
You can introduce your characters, and then and then we can go on and talk about what happened last time. So, where badgered got brought into a rich person's house, saw a naked woman, told her she didn't look that great, and got into a fist fight, good times.
No, I told her
You look
she
alright.
looked good, just not my type.
I'm not into furry bovine women. Okay. All right. Well, Kathy, why don't you tell us about your character and what your
Sure.
motivation for adventuring?
Great. My name's Kathy. I play Carp Needlepoint, wife to Badger Needlepoint. We're a couple of mountain dwarves that are, guild. Well, I'm a guild merchant, and he's a guild artisan. He's a cook, baker, and I sell the goods. I'm the face. But recently, because all the portals are closed, our business has not been doing so good. So we kind of need some cash. We need some cash. We want a way to sell our goods and to spread our goods in the world. So yeah, we randomly joined this crew that need a cook.
All right.
And I'm a bard. Sorry. Yes.
Did you say that you're a dwarf?
I did. We're a couple mountain dwarves. I'm a bard. I'm not a very musical bard. She's more of a performance costume seamstress. I'm a seamstress. I come from a long.
You're a cosplayer. Cosplayers are bards.
That's why my name's it. That's why. Well, my husband, of course, took my name, which is Needlepoint. So long line of needlepoints.
Oh, is that a custom from the dwarves of the Sisters Mountains?
I mean the Sisters Mountains. Yeah, we're a matriarchy for sure. I'm sure. Men
I'm
are
gonna go back and-
beneath
yeah.
us for sure. Absolutely. As it should be,
As it should be.
Look
Hey,
at
from
the
Sisters Mountains,
evil
far to
queen,
the
as it
northeast.
should be.
As it should be. Kneel before your queen. All right. So Dominic, why don't you talk about your character?
Well, I mean, most of the introduction was already given.
by your wife.
Yes. Missing information is I'm playing a barbarian.
And you are the baker, and the baker and brewer. Okay. Yeah, and if it helps people to visualize it, literally, Carp and Badger Needlepoint are the couple that run the bakery in Kiki's Delivery Service. So.
Yeah, a little older at a nice stable. Almost 20 years.
Like 30 years later. Yeah. All right. Nico, talk about your character.
Nico, I play Gump. He is a rock gnome artificer
Stop.
who is older than he looks and likes it when people don't realize that.
Punch him? Oh, okay.
And you said it for him.
Yeah, he takes advantage of people's ignorance, I suppose.
Yeah, Nico, if you show the map, we'll show you what your character looks like.
This is
He looks like a throwback to the 1980s.
why are we?
Where? I don't see.
Why are we entertaining this?
You're gonna have to scroll.
Demote the
Which
DM.
way? Where?
No, down to the left. To the
Look,
left.
see, she's alive. She's scratching herself.
She's licking her private parts.
You got gray skin and blue hair.
With a pierced belly button and some kind of junk down there. So yeah, so exciting.
No, it's smooth like a
No.
Ken doll.
So actually, that's not actually the token. The token is here, but still, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're in Hub, a giant city that exists to serve thousands of portals that connect it to many other realms. Except the portals have been closed for like 45 days. And the economy has ground to a halt. The bakery that the Needlepoint couple used to own has had to close, and now the Needlepoint couple are trying to figure out how to survive during these difficult economic times. And Gump has I think we retconned that you weren't a student. You were just you just had debts, maybe to fund your experiments, and your debt was sold to was sold to
Cog.
Cog, a kobold artificer who lives on a ship called the Surprise, and this all happened like hours before a decree across the town stated that slavery is over. No one henceforth, no one shall own anybody. Anyone, buying and selling of slaves was already illegal, but the still owning of slaves still went on, and so all of that has been rendered illegal, including slavery as a result of debt, for example. And so Gump is pretty sure that he could just walk away and not have to worry about it. But he kind of, this guy Cog has a pretty cool workshop on his ship, and you never know. And so now the party is on a little quest into the poorer part of town to try to find the living fire, the living flame. Yes, the living flame or fire. Flame. And you had a couple of weird encounters on the way in. It was very surreal. Going up Empire Boulevard towards basically a tent city of people who have all lost their homes and things. You're not sure what landlords are doing. Landlords are evicting people, but then who's moving in? Would they rather just have empty places than people living in them that can't pay? Landlords are evil. Anyway. So you ran into Lady Penelope, who was a furbolg lady who was traveling through the crowds on a palanquin, like one of those sedan chairs.
She's rich.
She's a very rich person, and singled out Badrid as a muscle-bound commoner who could possibly settle a bet between her and her friend. That she was still a ravishingly attractive woman. And all of that happened. You actually spent some time in a rich person's home. Gump filled up his pockets with food. The kitchen staff, were very welcoming. And Badrid, he said, "Yeah, you're attractive." She disrobed in front of him, and he said, "You're attractive, but you're not my type." And so she bade her half ogre bodyguard to beat him to within an inch of his life and throw him into the street, into the gutter where he belongs. And so they kind of pretended to fight, and then that was that. Then you ran into you ran into a weird situation where a little half-orc boy was looking for his missing dog, or you found the dog.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what happened now. You found the dog. And
The dog was getting beat up.
kids were throwing stones at the dog, that's right.
Yeah.
And they were triggering something. After a while of kids throwing stones at the dog, it would teleport, or it would disappear into like a black vortex of evil energy. And then reappear, 6 seconds later in a different place. And, and the kids all thought that was good fun, and so you scared off all the kids and took the dog. And the dog had a collar, and you asked passersby, and so you found the house where the dog lived. And you realize that every time the dog gets excited, it triggers his teleport, and it's dangerous. It's like a 5-foot cube of death that happens every time he teleports. And so definitely Gump immediately took him and put him into his bag where there's food. And so the dog is happy in there. You decided, the mother of the boy is very happy that you're going to take the dog. The boy is heartbroken. So now you have a blink dog puppy. Because that's one thing is a lot of people don't realize this, but ever since the portals failed, teleportation magic doesn't work. Worse than that, when you try to use it, a black vortex appears and kills you. So this is clearly what happened, but the dog isn't being killed by it, so that's a strange thing. Maybe the dog has a natural ability, and therefore, but everything that teleports with it is just like cut in half, because if it doesn't fit inside the vortex, or it just comes back dead and mangled, it's horrible. You ran into some yellow cloaks who are the city guards. The city guards used to be red cloaks, but now they are yellow cloaks. And the yellow cloaks seem to be loyal to the new mayor, Klaus Wilhelm, who gave himself the title with emergency powers when he arrested and executed a bunch of city councilors because they were pro-slavery. And then he had a majority in council, and he just elected himself mayor. And so you now have a new mayor. The post was vacant for a while, and his first official act was to declare slavery illegal. And so another thing is that Kai Vang, this female Goliath Yellowcloak, told you that something's going to happen at midnight. Something about how slavery will magically end at midnight. So, anybody who hasn't, divested themselves of their slaves, something's going to happen at midnight. So who knows?
Is Cog gonna die?
He's gonna explode in black energy. All the heads of people who have slaves explode, like in Kingsman.
Kingsman.
Yeah, like little fireworks. And finally, you ran into a gnomish peddler named Damien, who tried to sell you some bags for 50 gold pieces. Nobody wanted to buy one. However, it turns out that he is a supplier.
In this economy?
It turns out that he is a supplier of foodstuffs to the person that you're looking for, who is the Living Flame. The Living Fire. Who runs a gang called the Toffs, which is towards the top of this map in like a real maze of rundown houses and stuff. And so he says he offered to lead you there. I think he offered to lead you there in exchange for something, but I can't remember. So do you guys remember?
Yeah, I gave him like 5 gold, 6 gold.
Okay.
And then we said we would make the food.
Oh, that's right. He said because you were going to go and make food. God,
So
I really should
instead-
have done the recap. I'm sorry.
No, so he said that instead of buying like pre-made food at like, let's say it's really expensive, he's just gonna buy the ingredients, which is way cheaper, and then we're gonna make it, and we're gonna bring it with him.
Perfect. And then you can get your way in there and do your thing.
And-
So yeah.
Somehow do something. Yeah, level 2. It's gonna go well.
Level two. Yes, it's really good. Okay, so let's we'll just move you guys a little further up the map here. Actually, I have a token for the other guy.
Why is Gump missing 2 HP?
He got like smacked or something by one of the.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
in the
something
house
happened
or
to him.
Mm.
something.
Okay.
Can't remember.
Didn't you try to jump over a table, or you tried to do something, and or
Something.
you tried
Yeah.
to? I know, and this is why I should have done the recap, but I just didn't have time. Even at 1.5 speed, I didn't have time.
The nerve. Gump tried to make some kind of dexterity save. He failed, and then somehow the DM rolled a 2. 2 for damage, so I don't know. Oh, it's those kids! The kids threw a rock at his head. Because he jumped in front of the dog.
Oh yeah, you saved the dog. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so so Damien will lead you to a place where there's he says, oh, I don't have my own kitchen, but I use the kitchen in this restaurant. They haven't had much business, so it's perfect. Normally they would prefer the food, but I think we can get a big discount if you guys come in and help out. Won't have to bring in extra folk, which is good. And then after that, when we deliver the food, you guys can do whatever you want to do. But just wait till I get paid, okay?
For your bags.
Well, for the food, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, I understand.
Because if you, so
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
so he'll have food. He'll have food brought in, and he'll make some nice dishes. So, do you guys want to do? Do you have some kind of cooking skill? Like how do you do cooking in 5th edition D&D? Yeah.
Oh, like that.
It's a tool. It's a tool.
Yeah. You just use your tool. Yeah,
I think
use your
it's a tool or something. I'm gonna use.
I have a cook's utensil. There's no stat
There's no skill.
assigned to it.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. You can use whatever stat you want, or you can use whatever stat is appropriate. Um, like when you click on it, it asks you what stat you want to use.
Yeah.
And you could use wisdom. You could use dexterity. I don't know. What? Stat
Not
do you think-
intelligence is the only thing.
No, there's plenty of dumb people that work in kitchens, and so yeah.
But wouldn't you have some kind of advantage? You have the guild artisan thing.
Yeah, I can have my proficiency bonus basically.
Well,
Oh.
don't you double your proficiency bonus?
Why would I double?
Because
Well,
you're...
often when you have something like that, you might double it, but I don't know. So what we can do is you can have advantage if for example, Carp helps you or Gump helps you.
Mm-hmm.
Gump can try to help. He's not much for cooking.
Well, you
I mean,
probably
I'm
know a bit
guessing-
about alchemy.
Would Carp have done any amount of helping in the kitchen at the bakery?
Yeah,
Well,
some
absolutely.
Biff, but not,
Yeah, definitely. You guys run that bakery as a family, and so for sure, even if you're not if you don't have the bakery skill, you can still give him advantage when he's doing his cooking.
Oh, I didn't know this. Wait, with the cook's utensils, when you take a short rest, you can prepare a tasty meal that helps your companions regain their strength. You and 5 creatures of your choice regain 1 extra hit point per hit die
Nice.
spent. That's cool.
That's all stuff that you just never see because
Activity, create a typical meal. The DC is 10. Create a gourmet meal. 15.
It's like that internet thing where the person's eyes go more and more and more until their head explodes. It's like create a super gourmet meal. 30. Don't get yelled at by chef. What's his name? 35.
Yes.
Okay.
So Carp is gonna pull out costume change because that's what she does. Costume change. Little aprons. Gonna put one on. Kiss the chef. Carp's gonna put an apron on. Get to business, and then he's gonna give
Kiss the
a bardic inspiration for this.
Is it like a butt clap, like a butt smack? Is the bardic inspiration or the?
It's
Okay.
the
What
costume
is-
change. It's everything. So you can add a d6 to an ability check.
Yeah, so advantage and an extra d6 on top of that.
We're gonna
Alright.
make a meal. Oh shit! Yeah.
And that's without the D6.
Yeah. So now you roll a d6.
Yeah, take that. He's like, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for
No,
gambling.
for 10 minutes.
I mean, can I save it?
No, it's only
Oh.
10 minutes.
Okay.
No, you could have upped it to a 20. Well, to a 20 for sure, or a 25
23.
otherwise. But yeah, so it's a 20 or more. So
Good.
yeah, so you kind of go into this kitchen, and Damien sort of tells the chef, well, we're not gonna need to bring in your people. I got my own folks, So the guy's a little grumbly, and you whip up a really really nice ethnic meal of the type that you normally make. So
It's
Probably a lot of
tasty,
baking and, a lot of
hearty.
meat delivery pastries. I feel like that's what dwarves, all kind of bread products that are designed to deliver a payload of either meat or vegetables or whatever, glazed and delicious and everything else. Yeah, so you kind of make all that, and that's enough food for 20 people. Yeah. And so Damien's like, this is really great, So yeah, we can head over there for, and it takes you a few hours to do all this, so it'll probably advance until about supper time. The sun's starting to go down. So when you're close to the equator, the days are 12 hours long, and so from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. it's daytime, and then after 7 p.m. it's nighttime, and the sun drops like a stone when you're in the tropics. Whereas when you're in the north, where we are, in the winter, it takes a long time for the sun to set because it's skating across the sky, but then the night lasts a long time. So Yeah, so they'll
I've been to the equator. I've been.
literally to Ecuador, yes. So during a couple of hours, Gump, while these people are working in the kitchen, is there anything you want to do? Like you're gonna be going to capture or I guess yeah the living fire, and so you've heard rumors that the living fire is the source of power for Warforged, but you don't know.
Do I like? Does Gump know anything about like harvesting that, like fire storaging stuff? Like, if it's some kind of life force, if we can't bring this guy back alive, does he have anything that he can contain it to bring it back?
Or if you want to bring you just want to bring the guy back, like with the fire still burning inside him. Yeah.
No, but whatever.
Probably need some. Are you sorry? Was I? Were you waiting for me to talk?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, if the guy's alive and you can convince him, I guess he could come back.
So
if he's dead, presumably there'll be nowhere for the fire to live, or it'll come out, or you don't know. It's probably like a little furnace in there. Like a little, like if you've ever lit a barbecue with charcoal, and you started it using one of those tin. It looks like a tin tube with a grill at the bottom with a handle, so you can put your charcoal inside there, and then underneath you put some paper, and it's a thing that you can use to carry charcoal around, and then dump it into your barbecue or whatever. I don't know. You presumably that's what you could use to carry fire around in. And in fact, this kitchen probably has things that you can use to carry coals around, because ovens will often have you start your fire and then you just dump your coals in the back and then you put your baking in, and so if you want to make some kind of a roll to take and adapt a coal shovel or something like that.
Yeah, he'll try and grab and.
Okay. And of course, I haven't looked at your character. I'm sorry. Do you have like a tinkering skill or like tinkering tools? I presume.
Tinker's tools and thieves' tools and carpenter's
Smith's
tools.
Yeah.
You can like hammer out. You can like hammer out anything. Okay. Well, the bard could give you inspiration if you want, and you can make a tinkering check to try to make something that will carry fire.
I'd rather just give advantage.
You're already helping.
Gump's giving advantage to Badrid. I gave inspiration to Badrid.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then it's. Yeah, but you can still give inspiration to. You can give inspiration to Gump because it doesn't take you. You're not going to have to spend hours, granting inspiration, and so. While Gump is helping Badrid, Gump can also work on this other thing. So you can give.
Does it seem like we're gonna have to fight later?
Probably.
Well,
Yeah,
do
I'm
you
gonna
regain?
keep it. Long
Do you
rest.
regain it? Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, inspiration is only one. How many did you get?
I have 2 more.
Yeah. You will get the benefit of a short rest though while you're doing all of this, like the several hours that you're spending cooking and stuff. So if you want to spend hit dice to increase your hit points by at least 2, those of you who are low in hit points. Also, if there are any characters who regain things on short rests, I don't think there are here. So, yeah. So like I was saying, if you want to give Gump, so you don't want to give Gump bardic inspiration.
No, I'll keep it for battle so I can inspire them to not die later
Okay.
on.
Okay, well with a 14, you can you find like a sort of like a long-handled coal shovel, and you can adapt like a little grill on top of it, made from an incense smoker, and maybe.
But
maybe
could
a
I
hold.
Could I not give advantage to Gump?
Because you know what? Sure. At the end of the cooking, you can do this, and so.
Because I have Smith's tools, so like I could totally help.
That's true.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you notice Gump's work is a little shoddy on the bottom. Looks like Gump is is a big picture man, and when he gets into the weeds, it's not so good. So Gump, you want to roll with advantage?
Yeah.
No, we lost Dominic.
He's dead.
I'm still here.
No, he's dead.
No, we're gonna miss
Should I
him
just
so
roll
much.
it a second time because I rolled already, or do it again?
Yeah, roll a second time. I feel like you guys haven't been rolling great skills this game so far, so. Yep, that one. Well, you got a 14 anyway, so yeah, so you have this thing, and then like Carp like, takes a break from whatever she's doing, and she's doing some needlepoint, and she comes over and tries to help you with, like, she's got, she's like, I have this portable anvil, you can just put your thing on top and just give it a good pound. You're like, nope. And so, so you have whatever you have. So let's just remember that you rolled a 14 on your makeshift fire carrying thing. Right. So Damien's really pleased with your work, and he says, I'd like to pay you for your work. I'd like to pay you each 1 gold piece for helping me prepare this meal. I'm very pleased. That's like a week's wage, right, for most people. So.
Yeah, I don't want money. I just want you to tell me what's in the bags.
What's in what bag? The bags that I'm selling? These are like first-class magical bags. They're magic bags.
Yeah, what's in the fucking bag?
Well, you just never know.
Is it a bag
what's gonna
holding? Is it
You
a bag
don't know.
holding?
You don't know what's going to be in the bag. Would you like one? It's a mystery bag. You know when you go to conventions and there's like the anime booth where they sell you mystery bags for like, does anyone ever buy those things? Like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is in
I
there?
totally.
Can I try
have.
and distract him and take a peek in the bag? Like, does he have more around, or is it just the one bag he's trying to sell?
They're all in another bag.
Well, when he packed up his booth, he turned it into like a dresser, which he carries on his back.
Cool.
It's like one of those IKEA dressers with 3 drawers, and he just carries around his back. So while you're doing all the cooking and stuff, he doesn't do too much cooking. He kind of like directs, and he's like handing you stuff and then packaging food and stuff like that. The dresser is sort of unattended off to the side. You could try to do some stealth and get in there and check out the bags if you want. Just realized I don't have my
Are we
Yeah,
gonna
I
rob
wanna-
this man?
Peek around.
Where's my book? Where it is? All of the stuff. Nope. I keep running over my fucking cord. God damn it! I'm just. I got new wheels for this IKEA chair. Because IKEA chairs have shitty ass wheels. Like IKEA doesn't have good wheels on any of their chairs. It's awful. And they have a different size plug. Like if you buy standard office chair wheels, they don't fit because IKEA has a 10mm plug instead of an 11mm plug. So I had to buy separate special ones, and they work great. Like this chair is gliding, and it glides right over my fucking headphone cable, and it gets stuck under the chair. But I can't find my my book with the bag. So hang on, I'm just going to have to find it. Fuck me. I'm a terrible person. Humblewood, no. Talk amongst yourselves.
La 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 la.
I like that it looked like, I know you're pulling down your green screen, but
Yeah.
it looks really weird.
I know, it's like, hey! Yeah. And when I zoom out with the camera, it's like the green screen is just. Yeah. Anyway.
I recognize that little Grogu.
He's a cute one, that one. It's a shame. It's a shame that he gets killed later on by.
He does not.
But yeah, doesn't he kill all of Luke's students? No, I guess no. Or they or anyway, I don't know.
With
Pretty
what?
sure that Kylo Ren kills Grogu later on. It's too bad.
What are you talking about?
Well, so Kylo Ren, you know, in a flashback in one of the recent trilogy, basically
Oh, no.
burned down Luke Skywalker's Jedi school
Oh, no,
and
I
ran away.
was-
Did he run away with a bunch of the other Jedi students? They became the Knights of Ren or whatever. But he killed all the other students, didn't he?
no,
And at the end of spoilers, at the end of
I was gonna say that was me
Mandalorian
being
season 2.
sarcastic because you were giving
Oh.
shit away. Stop giving more shit away. I haven't seen
Okay.
any of them.
Sorry. Well, I mean, all Jedi get trained by Luke Skywalker eventually until Kylo Ren kills them. It's just how it is. Here's the book. Okay. I'm sorry. So you want to try to steal? Take a look at some of the bags that he has in his dresser that's off to the side.
Yes, please.
You could also just ask him, but
I just did.
We have been
Oh.
this whole time, and he keeps saying.
he's like, it's a mystery. Would you like to try one out? You can try one on. They're really great.
Yeah, for
Um,
free.
Can I take
That'd
a
be
look
nice.
at it?
Give me 50 gold pieces, and
Yep.
I'll give you a bag that you can try and keep it forever.
Yeah, that's the fucking catch, isn't it?
It's
I'll
won't
sneak
regret it.
behind while they're chatting if that's it. Like, could I do like an investigation roll or something like that?
yeah.
Curious. What, investigation?
Yeah, sure. Just because presumably you're it-based character, so sure, go for it. But you've been rolling like shit. Oh,
I can't see my thing. What did I? Where did
it's
it?
a 23.
Oh,
You
sweet.
did good. Yeah, so sure, you can find a pretext to go over there and working on your thing or whatever, and hang on, I'm just trying to find the. Yeah, so there's a bunch of bags in there, man. You know, he's got like 3 or 4 of them, and they
Is
seem to be magical, which is nice.
Do I
Mhm.
recognize the magic?
Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I didn't mute. Ugh. I apologize. Okay, here we go. Peddler. So roll. So you kind of reach in and you want to grab a bag and check it out.
Yeah, sure.
A deck of many things.
I roll a d4.
Okay. 4.
Let me just look up some stats here. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Yep. We wouldn't have had to done this if you just told us it was in the fucking bag.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh, I don't want to see
Okay, hang on. Let's just see here. Wow. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say that you're probably pretty much all done your food and stuff, and you kind of reach into the dresser. You reach into the dresser and like kind of grab one of the bags, you know, and you want to reach inside and see what's inside the bag. Is that what you want to do?
that. Well, I just wanted. I don't know if he'd be so
Vegan.
dumb. I mean, like he makes all sorts of weird shit. I don't think he'd be dumb enough to just shove his hand in an unknown magical bag. But
It's a mimic.
yeah, he's very curious though. So maybe he.
You could just look in.
I think he did. So he just saw some bags. Can he like try and pull one out or like use a little? He's gonna use a tool so he doesn't touch it directly, just to maybe. Yeah, he'll pull
Yeah.
one out.
Yeah,
He'll
you
try
can
and pull
grab a
one out
bag.
with a tool.
It's a nice cloth bag. It's it's kind of like a velvety cloth bag. It's about the size of one of those Crown Royal bags that people use to put their dice in. You know, like it's about big enough for a 40-ounce bottle of liquor, but it just seems to be empty. It's kind of flat.
Can he open it and look inside?
Yeah. Why don't you make a stealth check first, though?
Oh god.
Okay.
Does he get advantage because we're super distracting?
I don't think so.
Oh boy.
I'm
Oh, that's good.
18.
Yes.
just gonna roll perception for our friend, and that'll be it. What does Damien have?
Sucky. It's sucky.
His perception is +0.
Oh yes. Ah, yeah.
2. Yeah. You can like grab it and go off into a corner and then take a look inside if you want. Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So you you open the bag and there's like a scream and a black shadowy form comes flying out of the bag. It looks like a black. It looks like a being made of black darkness and evil, and it looks like a demon. And it just kind of like comes flying out of the bag, and it just it kind of like smacks into the ceiling, and then the shape of it kind of like changes, and then it looks like a spider on the ceiling, and then wings grow out of it. And I guess we should roll for initiative. So
Oh.
So bags of holding don't work when teleportation doesn't work. Got it.
no, this is
No.
no. It looks like there was a demon in the bag, and it just came out.
What the
It
hell
does.
is this guy
It does look.
doing?
It does look like that black energy from the teleport, though. It just has that same.
I'm just gonna yell at the
Flavor.
dude, be like, "Is this what you were trying to sell us for 50 gold?"
And Damien's like, "Oh no, it's happening again." Wait, I can fix this. He says, "Where's the bag? Where's the bag? Oh my goodness! Holy shit!"
Oh, we have to put it back in the bag? Oh my god, that's worse than me.
Can I like grab the bag and just like try and scoop him in?
Yeah, on your initiative, yes, you could try that.
Gump is 2 feet tall.
We're all hella short.
Yes, we
Right.
are.
I'm gonna drag this thing out. I'm just gonna drag it out onto the table.
Oh, good. Good. Oh no, what? Okay, now what the hell is this? So you did design this tavern/restaurant? How could you?
I know. I'm phoning it in, guys. I'm so sorry. It's just how it is. So Shady
Do you have a like preset tavern?
D. No, I think we're just gonna use theater of the mind. Theater.
Oh.
Thespian theater of the mind. This thing should kill you pretty quick, and then we can, you can roll up some new characters again. So yeah.
Yep. I have other ideas. It's good.
No, this reminds me of there was a dungeon, there was a mega dungeon that was published many years ago, and it was like a mega dungeon with like hundreds of rooms and levels and stuff. And there was like random, and it was old school D&D, random encounter of this guy, crazy guy, who's like, I bet you 50 gold pieces I can pull a Tarrasque out of this hat. And if the party don't stop him, there's a 50% chance that he does, And it's like, out comes a Tarrasque. The beer is like, coating my tongue. Okay, I will keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, I've never had a character die, so this is good.
Ever?
No, ever.
Holy shit. Okay, well, I mean, it's the first time for everything, You know how it can
I'm
be.
not ready.
Okay, so Damien screams, "Oh my god, it's gonna kill us! We gotta get it back in the bag!"
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do the initiative. Descending. Oh god, Shady D gets to go first. Okay.
No.
Let me see here. What's Shady D's reaction going to be? The bag holds a captured. When your bag is open, it is released to seek vengeance on its captors. Yeah. And Damien's like, on the plus side, I guess that guy would have been freed at midnight because he's kind of like, yeah, oh god.
Can Gump use that as an opportunity to say something and kind of react to what he just said?
Yeah.
He's going to go up to the demon and be like, "You are welcome, friend. You are free. There's no such thing as slavery. You may go now."
Make it
Okay,
specific.
we can have some discussion before. You know what? I'm gonna say that Shady D is basically flickering through a bunch of demonic shapes on the ceiling. This is the first time he's been out of his prison for a long time, and so he's just gonna look around. And so all you guys get to go first. Get to go before Shady D. So so even Gump's initiative is terrible. So does Badger and Carp want to do anything before Gump says anything? You're just gonna like hit him with your axe, or you know?
I'm gonna.
Well, I mean,
Because
like,
Gump,
you said he was on the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to reach anyways.
Well, you could just climb up on a table, yeah. But Gump, you can start talking, and the other characters can hold their actions until after you
Okay,
talk.
well, for me, does he seem like he's like intelligent? Like, could he understand? Like,
You want to insight him?
I guess.
Yeah, you can insight him for free.
Cool.
Insight of 8. Shady D, it now looks like a giant black beetle crawling across the ceiling.
Yep.
I will consume this world. This world is mine for the eating. Ah, yes. I
So
will
I'm not sure if I
dispel.
should Bardic Inspire Gum to try and talk to him, or Bardic Inspire Badger to try and put him back in the fucking bag.
Seems like he'll never fit back in that bag. That's the problem.
It's magic bag.
Yeah, but it still has to like fit within the opening.
Yeah. You'd have to like, it's like stuffing a sleeping bag into a compression sack. You'd have to like grab them and stuff them in there.
Yeah, I'll Bardic Inspire Gump, but I'm gonna cast Bane.
We're gonna cast Bane on.
No, I'm gonna hold
Shady
Bane.
D?
Sorry, I'm holding Bane.
Okay. To give Shady D a penalty to save throw. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. So Carp, you do that. Badger, I mean, you can like. Barbarians always need a round to like get their shit going. You can rage, and grab your axe and pump yourself up, punch yourself a little bit.
From talking with Catherine during like character building, I don't like, as much as I'm a barbarian, I don't think I just like suddenly go into a rage. Right? The idea is like something has to make me mad, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm being threatened. I'm your wife.
Well, you're not yet. Gump is.
I'm in the room with the demon.
Okay, so you're kind of like just taking it easy. So what do you want to do? Do you want to like prepare an action or?
Yeah, I'd have my great axe and would be. Can I hold a reckless attack?
Reckless
Yeah,
is
let's
what
see
you
what-
choose to do.
Yeah. Let's see why not.
All right, yeah, I'll hold reckless until he gets in range.
Okay. Okay, so Gump, you want to try to talk down the demon?
Yeah, to try and make it seem like we're on the same side, like we just freed him from his slavery because the bad shopkeeper guy, whoever this is, was holding him in his bag. So.
I forgot to roll initiative for Damien. Damien's like, hey, wait, don't throw me under the bus, man. I just,
I'll say
I got
he
those
was
bags
trying to
from a
sell you
wholesaler."
to us. He was trying to sell you to us for $50, but we just freed you. Be free, friend, demon, spider thing.
So I'm rolling initiative for the Damien. Okay, so, and Damien's like, what do you, don't throw me under the bus, I didn't make those things, I swear to God. Okay, so, do you want to make your a persuasion check? And I think Kathy gave you, Carp gave you a bardic inspiration that you can use.
Could I do Arcana?
Why, are you a low charisma character?
My charisma's not great.
Yeah, I know. I feel like this is a you know, you're doing
I should have done it.
you're doing persuasion.
So I think rolls as road. I actually can't do reckless if I'm holding it.
19.
Specifically
19.
attack on your turn.
Oh, okay. But I think if you attack on your turn, all of the attacks that you do until
That
your next
turn.
turn are reckless. Well, that turn.
But I'd have to do an attack on my turn. It's fine. I'll just hold an attack. It's fine.
I wouldn't worry too much. All right, so Gump, so you rolled a 19. You got 19. If you add Bardic Inspiration, you could have. Well, you'll have a 20 for sure, which is really good. Or might even have a 25 if you roll a 6.
So should I roll a d6?
Yeah. And I can add a button on your sheet for Bardic Inspiration.
Oh! Crit
25. All right, so you kind of like jump up on the table and you're like, oh, you're free, demon, you know. And Shady D's like, he stops, you know, and then he coalesces into sort of like this weird, you know, demon-y type form. But he's small. He's like somewhere between the size of Gump and, you know, Carp. Like he's medium sized, but he's like smaller than or less dwarf size but thinner, you know. And so he finishes in the shape of like you know, the winged beast crawling on the ceiling, and he's like, I'm free. I have been freed.
You're free.
Oh God, no.
Tell me more about this freedom. Oh, freedom from slavery. Oh, I
Throw
have
the dog
for
at him.
eons been trapped in this bag.
Throw the dog at him.
But yeah, you're free, just like our little Fido here.
Well, Fido's sleeping. He's sleeping in the bag. And his name is Face. Isn't his name Face Melter? No, Face.
Face Chewer?
Face Eater?
Face Chewer?
Jack Bushy's like, the demon doesn't speak your language. Yeah, he speaks your language. Yeah, so Shady D says, what age are we in right now? How many decades and centuries have I been trapped in that squalid prison?
Good question. It's whatever it is.
500
It's
years after
here.
yeah. We can go back to the microscope page. Hang on. This is the first portal failures. Oh wow, cool. I'm looking at the. We should go back to that microscope page to see all this stuff. The 5 kingdoms, whatever the fuck that is. Oh yeah, okay. Anyway, so this is like the first age of cooperation. 500 years after the Sky Pirates. He says 500 years after the Sky Pirates. Yes. It has been long.
Ooh, should ask if he knows one named
I mean,
our new mayor.
I
like,
hunger.
Nico's a point. Like, if he was a slave, he should actually be free now. Like, for real.
And this is a demon, right? Not a devil. So, yeah. He says, I seek enemies to fight in my endless battle against the devils. The war, the I forget what they call that war. The endless war. He says, yes. Oh, our battles shall be epic. I shall seek out the nearest devil and slay it. It will be glorious. But in the short term, I hunger. And he kind of looks across at all the crates of food. Like he's come down from the ceiling and he's sitting at one of the tables of this closed restaurant, and he's kind of like, yes, I hunger for food.
What do you eat, friend?
Should we strike a bargain? Well, I normally consume the souls of the unworthy.
Ooh.
There's Damien. Damien is nowhere to be seen. He's you can't see him.
I'm fresh out of souls of unworthy.
He says, close second would be whatever I can smell that smells so delicious.
I'll grab him a spare plate. Like some of the extra.
All right.
Chat controlled character. Yes.
So hey chat, can you come up with a name for Shady D? His name, well, his public name is Shady D, but his true name we don't know what it is.
I feel like his true name definitely should be Shady D.
I do like that.
Am I about to take a level
Call
in
him
Warlock?
Bushi.
Right now?
Sorry?
Gun's about to take a level in Warlock.
So you just get some power from Shady D.
Out of
Sorry,
curiosity,
Shady D.
like, what CR is this demon? Demal?
He is CR4. He is a shadow demon.
We
He would have fucking killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have killed you. So there was. I'm really glad that. In fact, I'm gonna give Gump inspiration if you don't already have it.
Inspiration, yeah.
I already have it.
Then you can give your inspiration. Give inspiration to anybody else.
All right. Who wants it?
We all have inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, you all got inspiration last time. That's right. Okay. Well, in that case, never mind.
Can I give it to my dog?
Absolutely.
Sure. Hang on.
Face melter. Face biter. Face whatever his name is.
It's a
Oh my
terrible,
God.
terrible art on Blink Dog.
Oh, doggy.
The fuck is that? That's not a dog.
I know the some of the art is just.
He don't
bad.
bite. Yeah, he do.
Here, I'll give everyone control of the Blink Dog, but this is going to be like a less powerful. It's a Blink Dog puppy. Oh no, what's his name? Face.
Sure.
Face Chewer.
We almost died.
Well, I think he would have killed. He probably would have killed Damien and then just left.
I would have had to use this guy's self look like Damien. Wait a minute! I can do that anyways!
What? Sorry, what?
I have this guy's self!
Me too.
Like as a spell.
Cool.
So does Gump.
Like, one of us can just pretend to be Damien.
But then he'd kill us.
Yeah, then he would
Oh,
kill
you
you.
mean-
No,
you
for the flame!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, like if Damien is killed, you could still.
No, fuck him. We can go without him.
Let's get the demon gone, and then do that, and just tell Damien
Yeah.
we'll be back, and then just
I'll
So it's just
I'll pretend to be Damien.
So anyway, so Shady D is like, this food is delicious. Tell me more about this food. I really like it.
Well, it's we've traveled a lot. It's kind of like a fusion of some really classic dwarven-inspired dishes, but with hints of ingredients that you would never expect to see in the Dwarven Mountains. That we've kind of created, yeah.
He's like, say no more. Usually fusion is just confusion cooking. You can't tell what it is, but this is amazing.
Yeah, we used to have the Stout Loaves Bakery down by the docks, but yeah, I mean it went out of business now that the portals are down and teleportation magic's gone.
I believe that explains why my prison was destroyed so easily.
Mm-hmm.
So this means,
Yeah, you know, we were super anti-slavers, and we just really couldn't stand to see like a poor soul like as yourself, a mighty fine soul, kept in bars, you know? It's not cool, man.
not cool.
So
at
Shady
all.
D kind of sits back and he says, so that means death is permanent. That's exciting.
For now,
I haven't felt this excited in such a long time.
Oh, Shady D! Shady D!
I must find some devils and slay them permanently. Yes. Do you know any devils? I mean.
Do I know any devils?
You want to make a history check with disadvantage?
With disadvantage? Okay, sure.
Because your other characters know that Klaus Wilhelm is a devil, but
Oh shit! Please!
but you guys don't know.
No!
No, he's like, I shall search for devils. Oh.
I'm sure there's some nearby.
Did you know this entire city was founded by devils?
Really?
No.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes. Oh yes.
Then he might
They
still-
masquerade. They masquerade in the form of goodness. Devils are just the worst.
He
You know.
might still be around.
Demons are where it's at. Demons. We
Yeah,
look
go
like this. We
demons.
don't pretend to be weak mortals.
You the bomb.
We
Go
murder.
demons. Go demons. Come,
I would like
like
to
in the
stay. I would like to
background.
stay inside this place until dark, if that's okay. He looks around. The restaurant owner also is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, man. You're not a slave anymore. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, freedom. I wonder.
This is gonna cause so much chaos.
He's kind of like thinking. You know, he's got like his clawed fingers are going. I'm not a slave. I wonder if this applies to other planes of existence, because between you and me, I'm a slave. I am a slave of Baphomet. Yes, yes. He's put me in my place once or twice. Let me tell you.
Probably not, unfortunately. But you're chill here, I guess.
I'll let him know about the portals.
And then
Being
magic at
closed.
midnight. Oh my god, please, I want this to have some kind of effect on our actual hub game.
Yeah, no, this is really cool. Like
That is really funny.
like he's not nearly powerful enough to slay a Rakshasa, but you know,
You can try.
yeah,
You get some friends.
he can work it. He can work it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So he's anyway. So yeah. So Shady D.
Hey, what should I call you? My name's Carp, Needlepoint, of the Needlepoints.
You can call me Lord Shady D. Shady D for short. And he breaks off a piece of his horn, like he's got a horn. He's got two horns on his head. He breaks off the tip of one, and he just smacks it onto the table. And he says, "If you need anything, just break that horn, and I'll come running. I owe you for freeing me." He kind of pushes it. He pushes it towards Gum.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
So what?
Come, you have a slave.
What's he pushing towards me?
I'm sorry.
What's he pushing towards me?
A piece of horn, so you
He
can
broke off.
beckon him.
He broke off one of his horns, and so you got like a piece of demon horn. And he says, "You can use this to summon me if you should get in trouble, and then we will call ourselves even."
Oh, well, thank you, friend. I will keep this as a token of your gratitude, not as an enslavement thing. But
No. This is contractual. I, as a token of my respect and gratitude for freeing me from this squalid prison, I offer you freely this horn, piece of horn. Word of advice: it does not work in direct sunlight or in bright light. Yes,
Okay, got it.
I'm shadowy. He's very shadowy.
How do we? Okay, well, we gotta go. We gotta jet with all the food.
I'm gonna pull off one of my little like. I feel like Gump's just like got all sorts of little knickknacks and like things he's made, like little metal rings and stuff all over him. I'm gonna take off one of my rings and.
You're like an Etsy store owner who crafts things out of wire. You're like, yes, I have all this wire shit, like D20s with wire on them. You know, like okay.
I feel like 'cause he's a tinkerer, right? So he's just got all sorts of just weird stuff all over him, little clanging things. So I'm gonna, here, friend, just remember me by.
Do you want to give him one of your like slightly magical devices that your character has?
What do I have?
Don't you have like common items and things like that? Well, make an intelligence check. He did talk about how he doesn't like sunlight.
Can I quickly be like, oh, maybe I can help you out a little and use my like seamstress skills to make him like a big, dark, like kind of cloak thing.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, like would Gump have a hat? Do I have a hat? What do I have?
Well, with a 15, you're like, what do you have that could help him with bright sunlight? You know, like some welding glasses. You probably have welding glasses.
Cool.
You know, a pair
Yeah.
of shades.
Yeah, in my tinker's tools, and I've got carpenter's tools.
And I'll make him like a big cloak. I already out of like some of the table naps
Tablecloths.
stuff. Yeah, I'll make him like a pretty cool looking like patchwork cloak thing.
Okay, so what, you very quickly whip a tablecloth off the table and just start making okay, so you make him like a big poncho.
And there's stuff on it, and I like quickly pull it down so that all the stuff stays on the table, but I'm like pulling out the nab.
Yeah, okay, and Shady D gravely accepts Gump's gift of the welding glasses. And he says, yes, we have now exchanged gifts. We are bound together forever, you and I.
Gump.
Oh boy.
Gump is a
It's
warlock.
really just a formality, obviously, but...
No,
you know.
yeah, Gump's totally a warlock.
Gump,
I am
Gump's
very-
stoked. All right, friend. Well, I'm sure we'll be seeing you soon. Careful out there. Sun's hot.
He says, I'm just going to wait here. Could I have another one of those delicious pastries?
Yes. Compliments
Okay.
to the chef.
Oh,
So
we
that
befriended
was
a demon.
surprising.
Amazing.
Well,
Yeah, he could have just killed all of you if it had just gone
because-
straight to fighting.
somehow Gump with a +2 to charisma rolled a 17. So
Well, I had to balance out last session's rolls of, like, you know, Gump's rolling with +7 on and getting like 9s, 8s,
Oh, yeah.
and 9s. So,
That was
yeah.
brutal.
Okay, all right. So eventually it's starting to get darker. The food needs to be packed up. Shady D says, "Well, I shall head off now. I'm gonna try to find some friends and see if we can roast a devil or two. Could be fun."
nice. Before we leave, I'm gonna cast Disguise Self.
All right.
I'm gonna make myself look like just like Damien, the way he always the way that we've seen him. But I'm gonna just put like slightly blood-soaked bandage like on my head.
Okay, so I stole a piece of art off the internet, and it's DC Lane on Pinterest on DeviantArt. So that's why I put the name on the token. So DC Lane, if you're out there,
Lane.
cool little gnome that I have the art for here. So yeah. So anyway, again, I would have drawn my own token, but I was very busy. So and all. And I just made his token the wrong size. Hang on.
Bean is so cute. I love you. I love you, Bean.
You can calm down. Second, I'm just going to make these tokens the right size. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, so Face Chewer's in the bag. Shady D heads out with his nice poncho. You know, he kind of goes with his poncho and his shades. You know, he's like a fucking welding mask, just like the, and he just heads out into the evening. You know, maybe never to be seen again. Who knows? Shady D.
The compound is not like far, right?
No, it's just like 10 minutes away or something like that.
Okay. I have this guy self up for 1 hour.
All right.
Yes.
calm down now. Okay, so there you go. Are we going to head over to the compound?
I guess so.
You've got the food. It's warm.
Okay. Damien says, so that's never happened before with my bags. I have to say that we had a quality control issue. So my offer still stands. If you would like to purchase a bag from me, I would give you a friend's discount of 45 gold pieces each.
Yeah, we're not buying a bag, and we're gonna go in your stead. So.
You don't? I can't. You what? I'm not.
Yeah,
You're not.
Nope. yep, you're gonna stay here, and we're gonna go. And I look just like him as I say this.
Okay.
Yep.
Could you be sure to make the food delivery though?
Yeah, we're going now with the food.
Because I don't want. Okay.
Yep.
I don't want my good name to be sullied by
No, we're
bad
going
treatment of my clients with my food delivery and so on. So yeah.
Yep. No, you're good.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's great. Thanks again. So he gave you each 1 gold piece. So you
Okay,
have
hon.
three gold pieces total, or 1 gold piece. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna move you to. So you guys head down to another map. So I'm trying something new.
Oh, cool! Saskia. Who's Saskia? I love her.
I'm trying to do the lighting thing. So what do you guys see?
Blackness.
Yeah, like lines coming down from the pillars, I guess.
Well, the trees, yeah. So the blackness behind the trees is basically you can't see behind the trees.
Oh,
there are buildings.
Yeah, so like we can see Saskia, we can see Bergen.
I don't think we would
Carts.
be blocked our view from the tops of the trees.
Well, it's just the trunk, not the top. The top is not blocking your view. It's just the trunk. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Well, what's way over on the right?
The building.
Oh, the building, the
Oh,
whole
we just
building
can't
here.
see it.
That's a building. Yeah. So this is so I used Tailspire to make to like a Tailspire is this 3D environment that you can play D&D in, and so I just took a screenshot of a Tailspire build and just brought it into this. So yeah,
Sweet.
it's a little soft. Anyway, it's interesting.
Yeah, we'll try it out.
I like it.
And again, this is one that was built by somebody in the community. Like Tailspire is cool, if only because there are hundreds of pre-built things that are awesome. So yeah.
The only problem I'm seeing is that it's making my computer kind of slow.
Okay, so yeah, so definitely that can cause issues. So what I can do is I can turn off the thing that automatically refreshes it while you're moving, so that if you which can use more resources. Hang on, dynamic lighting.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I'll say update with token drop. Yeah. Okay, so there we go.
Oh, now I can see more of it. It looks like lighter. It was-
That's right. Once you've seen it,
Yeah.
once you've seen it, it becomes something that yeah, but it hides tokens that are behind there. All right, so you guys arrive, and I'm gonna say that you have a
I'm so scared.
you have like a hand cart with food in it that you brought with you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Saskia over here kind of sees you coming, and she's like, "Hey, over here with the food. God, what took you so long?"
Typical business on the town. Couple of malfunctions with my bags, but it's all good now.
Demons.
I made sale.
You and your stupid bag. Really? Did you kill anyone with your stupid bags?
Not this time.
You want to make a performance check with advantage because you're really doing a good job.
No!
So you're like, yes, ha ha ha, and then your
Oh,
mustache falls
can you
off.
use your
revealing-
inspiration?
No! I used my inspiration. I rolled a
no.
9.
Well, other people can use inspiration too, if they want. If you want to blow all your inspirations in one night on one.
Yeah,
person.
use mine. Use mine.
Oh my god, there's no way!
Oh
I'm gonna use the dogs. Should I? Oh no.
Use mine. You can use my inspiration.
I
Just go. Just do it. Oh god.
13.
Not my bad.
Okay.
So that's a 2, 2, 4, 3, and an 8 that you rolled.
No, 'cause I have like
You have a +5, right?
Yeah, I have a spell on. I used a spell.
I don't know, guys. I feel like Bushi's been watching us for a long time. Maybe our DM would allow him to contribute a +1 or a +2. If he's
Is
so
Bushi the one that actually gave money to the
Yes.
channel at some point in exchange for? Okay, well, roll one more time.
Oh,
This is it.
come
This is
on.
it, Bushi.
No. Come
Yeah,
on.
Bushi Tailspire is really cool. Wow. So speaking of die rolls, in Tuesday's game, we're playing Lost Mines of Phandelver. We're fighting the big bad at the end, the drow guy, the drow wizard guy. So our party fucking murdered this guy like in one round, and then he turned into the green dragon that we had not faced before.
Oh, yeah.
And then we had to fight the green dragon. And in that game, we're rolling real dice. And so my thief, with advantage, attacked the green dragon, and I rolled my big novelty d20, and I got a nat 20. That was awesome.
Yeah, and I just rolled a
yeah.
7, 7, 9, 8, 13, 8. Are you kidding?
With +5 on all of those. So like your
I have
actual
+5.
D20 rolls were.
Okay, so you're
Hey,
talking,
my
and then your
birthday's not
mustache,
that
and then
bad.
you go ha ha ha, and your
No.
mustache flies off, revealing
No,
your real
it's a
mustache.
spell.
Um,
It's not a disguise kit. I use disguise self as a spell.
okay, so your performance, so you still look correct. It's just your voice is too high or too low or cracking or you're the wrong, because you're like larger than a gnome, and so you know there's like a
No.
weird distortion. It can make you appear slightly smaller. Okay.
1 foot shorter or taller, you can appear thin, fat, in between.
Okay.
You can make your clothes look different. You can make your everything look like something else.
So if they're not believing you, Gump will go behind he'll hide somewhere and he'll cast disguise self on himself and come out and say, "You imposter!"
Oh my god.
No way.
Well, only
you know what?
if they're seeing through it. Like only if they know that that's not.
They're gonna
Well,
kill me.
I'm gonna make a roll for Saskia. Like she's a stats for a tribal warrior, so she basically looks kind of like a guard. And so she's gonna make her.
They have to succeed an investigation check against my spell save DC because of the spell.
What's your spell save DC?
13.
Actually, I'm gonna do insight first, which is wisdom, right?
Okay.
Because of your performance, which was a 13. It's not terrible. So. Yeah. So she's kind of like whatever. I'm really hungry. Okay.
Oh
So
my
just
god, she
come on.
believes me.
Yeah. So in fact, you didn't have to use up Bushi's. But Gump, do you want to turn into also turn into Damien? What?
I don't know.
No, they'll kill me.
Is there someone else I could turn into that might help? I wonder.
Well, she believes me.
Oh, does she? Okay, well then, yeah, no, he'll.
For now.
Yeah, she's kind of like whatever, because she's like 20 feet away. Yeah. So
Yeah, no,
20
this
feet away.
is just a backup.
They're
plan.
far. It's just
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah. So I gave you guys control of the wagon. So if you want to bring the wagon to where Saskia is.
Oh my god, it's really slow. Do we also go there?
Yeah, go with the wagon.
Oh, everything's so slow.
Really should be though. Your computers should be able to handle this just fine.
Yeah,
It's not a super high
it's
res map
not.
or anything. One thing they do say is that the more lines there are to resolve, the more work it is, and I made a lot of lines for the. Like I was just drawing out boxes instead of making lines. Anyway, so that's fine. So do you guys see Gump? Do you want to move up also? Oh, I'm going to delete Damien since he's not here.
I see a little bit of a dragon, but I can't see his name. Kobold? Dragon? Kobold?
I don't see him.
Oh, the barrels are in the way. That's cool. Yeah, there's a couple of kobolds lounging up against the fountain there.
What? But we would be able to see beyond barrels.
Well, they're blocking. Yeah, so the kobolds are kind of like, they're kind of like, oh, hey. Their heads kind of pop up. They're like, oh, food. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for us, Gump? Anything good?
Food? Am I carrying any of the food?
Sorry, I didn't mean to say Gum. I meant to say Damien. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, it says, yeah, what you got, Damien? What you got? Come on, what you got, man?
Oh well, this time's specially made. You know, I got a couple of dwarves, down on their luck. I managed to pay them a little less than I should have. And
Badger is
they
like
made
standing
this-
behind you.
They made this. Well, I don't know what this is. Cook. What is this?
You're the one person who doesn't know how to sell their own shit.
Say what it is.
I'm asking you to come up with the name of a food.
Dwarf bread. It's basically just meat pie, like a chicken pot pie type of thing, but in bread.
Dwarf bread. Okay.
There you go.
We got a couple haunches of honeyed meat up on there. That was my detail because I know you guys appreciate a good meat.
Okay. Yeah, so Damien is not here. So Saskia does not see through the disguise,
These rolls, what the fuck,
even
Mom?
though it was pretty bad.
She rolled an 8 and she still would have seen through my freaking thing, Mom. Oh.
Okay, so so the kobolds come up and they're like, Derp's like, I'm not much on ethnic food, but whatever, I'm real hungry, And so Saskia's like, so Saskia calls out and says, hey, Bergen, bring the money. And so, after a few moments, Bergen comes out with like a bag of coins. It says, yeah, you got food for 24 people in here.
25! Haha!
Make another performance check with advantage.
No,
Every time you say haha, you have to make a performance check.
It was worth it!
So Bergen's like, so Damien, did you manage to sell any of your shitty bags to any suckers?
I did, my friend, I certainly did.
Oh.
Ow. Yeah.
Alright, so Bergen had...
I'm a little hurt. Do you have a bathroom around here? Just like a little something with water. I mean, I don't want to dirty your beautiful fountain. Just kind of a little bloody over here.
What? Are you okay? Well, the fountain's right over here. You can just grab
Yeah.
a bucket and just wash yourself, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna wash myself. Just clean something, some clean water. Can you boil some water up for me, for my wound?
You have a wound? What's going on, man? Are you okay?
Yeah. These old legs don't work as well as they used to. I just took a little stumble and I hurt a little.
So what are you trying to get from them? You're trying to get them to let you into the house?
A little, yeah. I think so.
Bergen says, listen, I've never seen you turn down money before, but here's the money for the food.
Oh,
He's
yes,
trying
yes.
to give you this bag of money.
I'll take the money.
Yeah. You gonna
Much
count it?
appreciated, my friend.
You gonna count it?
I'm gonna do like a little feeling, and I'm gonna like rustle into my ear. He's a gnome or a halfling, Damien?
He's a gnome.
Gnomes always know.
That's racist.
Anyway, it's 50 silver pieces.
That's it? Okay. I'll pocket it. Yep.
Yeah, he gave you 3 gold pieces for cooking the food, and that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, yeah, 50 silver pieces. There you go. It is what it is.
Yeah, it makes no sense, but that's fine. Yep.
Yeah, well, we got to feed, we got, anyway, yeah, you don't want to talk about it, but, right, well, it's great. Sorry, so you got a wound there? You want to?
Yeah. I just it hurts just a little. I feel like I don't want to. I don't want it to get infected.
You want to put a poultice on that or something?
Yeah. You got some?
Well, just head into the kitchen in the main house, and Cookie there. Cookie can help you out with the poultice. She's pretty good.
In there?
Yeah.
Shit.
What are you doing?
Shit.
And
You know what?
all right, so
I prepared a little surprise for you today. My two friends here, chefs extraordinaire, they've put it together. I have the ingredients here for special dessert. If you have a kitchen.
yeah, we have a kitchen. Just go on into the house.
All right, fellas, bring in the food. We're gonna make them fine folks a dessert like they've never seen.
Oh, we're just gonna bring the food over here. But you
No, I
can
meant, like, the
the food's going into this building, but you can bring whatever you're doing down to the house down there.
Oh, Bergen, my friend, thank you.
Okay, so I'm interested to see what the dynamic lady's gonna do. So
Now,
they
who
tell
put
you
me
to
in
go
charge?
just go down and see Colette, and she'll let you in. Colette is down here. You
Oh
see
my
that?
god, this is making my computer really cry.
You know, it's good. It's good to know. It's good to know.
I suddenly cannot see Colette at all because of a small ledge.
her name is not visible. Yeah. Okay, so
Okay,
I have to
here you
go
go.
to the lighting layer to remove the door. Just a sec.
Remove the door. My bean is cute. So very cute. Ooh,
Can you see into the? I'm just curious to
Yep.
see.
see that?
Oh God, what just happened?
I don't know.
I just locked my screen. Fuck. So when you click on it, when a DM clicks on a token and it goes Control L, I can see what you see. But if I go Command L, it just locks my screen. So because I'm stupid. Okay.
Oh,
so-
Windows button. Yeah.
Yeah, Windows, because this is a keyboard that works. It's a Windows/Mac keyboard. So Command. There's actually there's a little Windows and a Command. Yeah. Anyway. All right, so you're gonna head into the house with your friends. Is anyone else going in? Is Gump gonna stay out
No,
there?
no. The gum's coming.
Yeah.
Gump, you want to make a perception check?
Yep. Looking.
Oh,
Yeah, you're barely aware of anything happen. Like, or you can hear the dog in your bag just snoring.
what is with these rolls? I don't know.
Yeah. So you're just gonna head down into the
the house
there.
here?
I just want to see what it looks like.
Living fire. Oh my god, he's in here! Sorry.
Yeah, so this is like a big parlor. There's like these carpets, and there's like these big carpets with low tables and couches. The place is empty, and it's kind of dark in here. Let's see. Get in the house, Gump, so I can see what you see on the thing. And there's like tables, and there's like a couple of long tables set up for food to go onto them, and kind of like reclining in like almost a throne. There's like this weird looking, strange metal and wood creature, wearing robes on top of its metal body, and it's a warforged, and it's just kind of like sitting there looking. Not saying anything. It just kind of looks at you and doesn't say anything. And then over here, there's like if you look down the hallway, you can see Cookie there, who's she's bustling in the kitchen, and she says, "Oh, the food has come! Excellent, excellent." But you don't need to bring it here. You need to bring it to the other building.
Wait, who said that?
Who?
Cookie. Like, can you see if you move further
Yeah,
into the house?
I can kind of see her. Oh, hello, hello. Yes, the food. It's all outside. Wick just got here. A little surprise for everybody here. Because I made a sale today, so I've got a few extra things to make. A dwarven delicacy, a dwarven dessert by my friend here, the chef. If you so graciously let us use your kitchen, of course, Cookie.
That big lumpy guy with the battle axe is a chef.
Aha, I know.
Don't
Life
judge a book by its
experience.
cover, you know.
I feel like barbarians just look like strong men. You know, they're just like huge, just big bodies. You know, like not like Conan muscles, just like big, just you know. And of course, you're a dwarf, so it's all compressed. It's just like this, you know, like Mr. Fantastic, you know, in the Incredibles. No, Mr. Incredible, sorry. Just like a big torso with little legs. Anyway, she's like, yeah, sure enough, man. I mean, you know, your food. We always enjoy your food, so yeah.
See,
You
I
gotta
picture.
Gotta feed all those kids.
Kids. Ah, yes.
This guy's physique is what I have in mind.
Oh God.
The rest.
yeah, just like a big, just like you know. Like this guy's probably way stronger than a like a bodybuilder. You know who can. I know, yeah. But that's what strongmen you typically look like. They're like big and bulky, and they're not. You know, they don't have super cut muscles or anything like that. Anyway, yeah. So you kind of yeah. So you want to keep the subterfuge going and cook a nice dessert, or are you gonna
Yeah.
just start killing people?
I guess we'll make a meal. I wish I had like poison.
Oh my
Something,
God.
I don't know. I don't have any poison. Yeah, we'll make like dwarven pastry, like a cookie, something like that.
All right. You want to make a nice little cooking check?
I will aid you.
Yeah, Jack Bushy. You'll find out what Warforged can eat or what they. Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah, so that you know the dough
No.
just doesn't want to rise. It's fine. It's I mean 10 is fine. You can make a normal meal with a 10. So
Oh yeah,
make
it's
some-
a normal meal. It's like
Yeah.
a little dessert. It's hearty.
All right. So do we go dark or do we go light? On a D4, if I roll a 1, it's going to be dark. Yep. So she's like, I mean, why bother? You're making a dessert for those kids? Why bother? They can't taste anything anyway. All right, we don't care.
No,
We're
not
waiting-
those.
Just
not those.
just waiting for the portals to open. You know.
Oh, not those kids. For you and for the staff here, you know, the loyal customers, of course.
Oh, sure.
What the
Now,
fuck do we do?
business-
He's right there.
Between you and me, you know, things, yeah. Living Fire's been having some problems, so anyway, yeah.
Oh no. How so? I mean, I'm a great listener.
Well, the protection racket's not so great these days. No one's got any money. You know, the economy's ground to a halt. I mean, it's hard to squeeze money out of honest merchants in this economy. Gotta tell you, it's
You are
not
so
easy.
correct. Yeah, I asked my dwarven friend over there. I got him to make all this food for not a penny. You know. He's so desperate.
Wait, what?
And failing. What? Oh, friend, nothing.
So Gump, do you want to move into the building, or are you just gonna hang out by the door, or?
Gump is like, now that I'm here, I don't know what to do.
Oh, I guess I'd be in the kitchen, so I'd be over here.
Yeah,
Cooking.
Gump's gonna walk right up to the living fire. Can you walk through the walls, by the way? Gump, you want to try and move
No.
your character through the walls?
No, can't.
Okay, that's good. Motherfuckers. I like how Nico immediately explores the entire map just by moving her character everywhere. Just like, you know.
Well, you got mad at me for staying put, so I'm now.
Yeah, if you went close to the Warforged, you notice he's sitting there, and sure enough, there's like a hot glow coming from under his chest piece.
What's up, dude?
He's like, "What do you want, little one?"
Brought food.
His mouth doesn't really move much. And you can look up. I mean, yeah, I'll just hang on. Gosh, food. Yeah.
They can eat, but they don't need to eat.
They're. I can tell you what Warforged.
But they could still do, like, you know, the hero's feast. They could still benefit from stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just give me a second here.
I'll give you 2, my friend. Ha ha! I don't think I've ever played like a charisma-based character. Somehow I never shut up regardless.
I was gonna say you don't need to because you're a charisma-based person.
Yeah, except we're all standing there. Somebody asks a question, I'll answer because nobody else is answering. And then I have to make the roll. I'm looking at Doug like, you're the warlock. You make the roll.
It's a big fist I can see.
Oh, you can't see him because he's in the darkness. Fuck. Oh yeah, the darkness is hiding everything. Anyway, he looks like
Oh,
a
there he is.
Warforged. They kind of look like Iron Man, or they look like Doctor Doom. It's like a race of creatures that look like Doctor Doom in the comics. Yeah.
No, you can ask them that are like porcelain.
Yeah. Anyway, so he says, "You brought food." Well, doesn't mean much to me. Get lost.
Well, that's not very nice.
What do we do? Are we trying to kill him now?
That's up for Gum to decide.
Whoa.
We're here with Gum.
You have any interest in visiting a boat?
Oh boy.
He says, "What? No."
That's some interesting flame you got there.
What do you? What?
I got like
What is your interest in my flame?
I have no interest in it. I'm just curious. What's going on here? So are you gonna eat their food or what?
Well, I was going to, but now that you're asking me if I'm going to eat their food, maybe I don't want to.
Okay, that's fine. More for me. Guys, what did you have in mind? How are we gonna do this?
You're just like trying to figure out if he's worthy of being murdered. Anyway, Cookie says, "So, all right. So, we're gonna hurry up here with this dessert that you're making, because I mean, honestly, you know, that you're making a lot. I mean, that's a lot for the guards, the few members of our gang that are here. And those kids ain't gonna. We're not giving them that. We don't own that."
Yep. You're almost done. I'm sure. Oh God.
And yeah, so Bergen comes in and says, "Yeah, we fed all them kids. We keep them locked up still." Living Fire's like, "Shut up, fool." Yes.
What time is it?
In real life, it's
No.
almost 8 p.m. So we
Nope.
have another 15 minutes. And it's after dark. It's after dark.
No, but how close
When-
is it to midnight?
Well, also, how long is your disguised self?
1 hour.
Yeah, you're still good. It's still several hours from midnight.
Then never mind. Okay, well, Gum, we're here for you, my man.
So, do you want to make an Arcana check or something like that when you
Yeah, I don't
you're
really
just
know what to do with this thing.
The living fire, he just seems very lifeless. He's just sitting there. He looks despondent.
Is there
You know,
any way to like turn him off? Oh, 25.
Wow.
Turn him. Does he have an off switch? He seems to be. His fire. It's not. His power source isn't working properly. It's kind of like you know, Tony Stark in that first Iron Man movie with his power source wasn't working. Anyway, he doesn't know what's wrong, but something is wrong with him. His power source that keeps him alive is not working properly. Like you can tell that he's weak. Normally he should have more vitality and life.
Oh, that's interesting, Guy. Well, I like fixing things. Do you mind if I take a look?
He says, you fixing? What do you mean fixing things? What are you talking about? He seems proud. He's kind of like, he pulls his robe, to cover his chest.
I'll bring out my tinker tools and show him some of my little things I got on me and say, I like making things, I like fixing things, and I don't know, you look like you could maybe use some help while they're fixing the food. Do you want me to see what I can do to help you? Gump might be able to help.
What, you think something's wrong with me?
Well,
Don't
you
think I
just
can-
look
don't
a
think I can
little
whoop you?
look a little sleepy. I could take a look and.
Right, you want to try to persuade him?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. No, at this point, I was going to say, at this point, you could. Okay.
No.
He kind of like tries to bat you away with his fist, but he's slow. You kind of like duck underneath it. He's like, I'm gonna go do an insight for him, and if he rolls less than your persuasion, I guess he might be persuaded. But where is his?
This is when my inspiration would have come in handy.
Yeah, but you wasted it, didn't you? But you know what? I'm because of the way that you dealt with the shadow demon.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can have inspiration again. So if you want to roll that again, go ahead. Like that's the problem with 5th edition and social encounters. As soon as you fail one roll, you fail the encounter. This is even worse. So whereas in a fight, if you fail one roll, you try again next round to kill your enemy or whatever.
Okay,
So,
well, I'm obviously not
anyway.
going to persuade him by talking, but like, what if I just sat down on the floor and got out some of my tools and started tinkering with a few things and see if that sparks his interest?
Sure, yeah. He has a brazier next to him that's full of burning coals, and once in a while he puts his hands in the brazier and lights his hands on fire, and then he kind of goes, but the fire quickly goes out, and then he has to like put his hands in the brazier again. And his arms are like all metal, and he's got metal hands, and they're all blackened with soot and fire.
My friend, you look less lively than usual.
Oh,
Your mustache is just wrong, or whatever. Yeah, yeah. So are you gonna come around and?
I'm staying here, but I'll talk to him.
Okay. I'm gonna say Gump, make one more persuasion check, or Carp, you can make a persuasion check instead. You're pretty sure. Well, you heard Gump trying to convince Living Fire to let him, examine him.
Fuck. Seriously, I have a +5. What the hell?
So Colette and Bergen come by and they're like, "What are you trying to do? What are you doing?"
No, we're done here. We're done cooking. We just cooked. We're done. It smells good. It smells great.
No, really. I mean, are you trying to? Are you trying to rob him or help him? Because between us three, standing here and talking, something's off with him. Normally, he takes such pleasure in the things that he does, and now he's just very listless.
You know, I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to insult you or your boss here, but I can, you know, he seems down. He just seems a little sad. We're just trying to, I don't know. My friend here is a specialist in all things robotic and mechanical, and I was just hoping that you could take a look.
I'm just like minding my own business on the floor, doing my stuff.
Right. Why don't you try to persuade those guys instead, or those two ladies instead? Make a persuasion check again.
Oh
You know,
my God.
eventually.
It's better. The best roll.
Yeah. So Colette and Bergen kind of look at each other, and they nod, and Colette kind of heads over and says, "Hey, boss." Boss is like, "What is it?" Boss, why don't you let the gnome here look at you? I mean, we think we're kind of worried about you. The boss is like, oh, whatever, I don't care.
This is an intervention.
Yeah. Yeah, Bergen like puts up a banner behind, like it's for the intervention banner, like in How I Met Your Mother. They always used to have interventions for characters, and they'd always put like a banner up. Okay. Okay, so Living Fire is kind of like, you wanna take a look at me?
Sure.
Fine, just make it quick.
Okay.
And he kind of pulls his poncho. He's got like a poncho, and so his chest.
I'll turn him, and like if there's anything in the room for his privacy, I'm like, a little privacy, please, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll turn him around.
Okay, well, whatever. You're just gonna murder him behind the curtain.
No. I just
okay.
privacy. So now I'll just like open him up and see what is like the flame, something that I can just take out of him.
All right. So, do you want to make it?
Just pulling out the man's heart.
Do you want to make a tinkering check?
Wait, but I'm sad. I don't want him to die anymore.
But we can
You
always
kidnap children.
we can bring it
this is
back,
true.
can't we?
But he's
Your
sad.
tinkering can be with dexterity or intelligence, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
And I guess, he's not resisting you, so there's nothing there. So.
Like, he's just a poor sick man, and we're just like ripping his heart out.
Fuck.
Good God, you have a +6. So you try to so he kind of like shows you his chest, and it's like a big metal plate, and you're trying to like get it open. You're like, what the can't He's like, what are you trying to do?
To get a closer look, maybe I can't fix it while it's in there. How? What?
So you just kind of reaches under his armpit and unbuckles, or he like undoes it, and the chest plate kind of slides down, and it reveals a cavity in the chest.
Oh.
And in the cavity in the chest, there is a little fire burning.
Calcifer!
Okay. Well.
Yeah. It looks just like Calcifer, like sitting in a little metal cradle in his chest.
Alright, well, I'll say relax now, sir. Relax. Gump's got this. I'll get out the little coal thing that I got before and just take
Are you
it
gonna
out.
take it out of his chest? You're pretty sure it'll just kill him, or it might just shut him down.
Yeah, that's kind
I'm
of
not
what
sure.
I'm thinking. I'll take it out if it's his life force.
Yeah. So do you want to make a an Arcana check or a perception check or something to notice to try to diagnose what's going on?
Fuck. Oh my god.
Who cares? You're taking it anyways, right? Kill him!
Oh Jesus.
Okay, well, like I guess in this case, with Gump will think he's actually trying to help him, and I'll
Okay,
just
so
take it out.
so Gump, you're having trouble. Do you want to bring someone in to help you? Like,
yeah.
You feel like because you just so you reach in with your thing, and then you don't have enough hands, to reach in and do what you want to do, and also take a look because you're holding a light, and it's just if you had an extra pair of hands, you'd be able to roll with advantage, for example.
All right. Yeah. Could use some help in here, guys?
Am I still cooking at this point?
You could still be cooking, or you could just all be standing around waiting. So Carp Needlepoint is good with has skill. I don't know. Does Badrid have skill with tinkering or?
I'll say, Damien, or whatever his name is.
Oh my! You know, gnome hands, very dexterous.
Damien, come on.
I'll just like, and I'm gonna do my best to like go around.
That's really good that you
not
remembered that
touch
Carp is Damien because I'd
anybody.
forgotten. Okay. So you kind of like waddle past Bergen, and Bergen's like, "Oh, hey, Damien, you're looking good."
Oh, it was a
I
joke,
like a couple-
Bergen.
I like a couple extra pounds on you, my man. Yeah. All right, so you kind of head in there. So Gump, make that tinker the Arcana check again with advantage. So you kind of go in there with your coal shovel, and you're shining a
like
light.
Carp is about to rip this shit out. Like, why
And
do
then-
we?
So
I'm
now
also
Carp-
I'm,
so now
I'm
Carp
looking
is able
through
to
my
handle light.
stuff to see if I have any. I've got so much like tinkering crap I can do. Mind sharpener. Ooh, okay. I can do something to sharpen my mind. That's when I fail.
Do you like take a pill or snort something or?
Gump pops some Adderall.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like very quietly. I'm gonna like bardic inspire Gump, and
Okay.
then
A
because
magical
it's a bonus
tinker.
action, and then my action I guess will be to give advantage. I will aid Gump.
Okay, Gump, is it like the scene in Layer Cake when the protagonist crushes the pills on the table with his whiskey glass and then just puts and then just brushes them into the glass and after he murders someone for the first time and he can't sleep. Anyway, Layer Cake is a brilliant movie.
17.
17, and you have guidance if you want to use it.
A d6, or you can use it later when you're actually trying to pull it out.
No, that's what I'm doing now, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
17 becomes 18. Okay, well, so you kind of you're looking in there and you put on some of your goggles, and you're like, oh, you're going to put on your spectral goggles. And it's just as you thought. There is a ghost or a spirit that is stifling the fire.
What the fuck?
It's kind of being hugged. There's almost like a dark shadow, hugging the fire. Seems to be hugging the fire for warmth.
A ghost?
Cool.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck
no,
is a Ghostbuster?
Gum was trying to just take it out.
Take the fire out?
Yeah.
Or the...
Take the thing that's inside with the fire.
You're just taking everything out? Yeah, so just make another Tinker Tool check with advantage now that you have help.
A ghost is hugging his heart.
Oh, motherfucker. 15.
Yeah, so you kind of just reach in there with the coal shovel and you pull out the whole mechanism, and it just comes right out. And the so the living fire is kind of like, hey, be careful. What do you?
Yeah. Okay. So 21.
You just stop-
'cause
you just-
I
you
was
just-
rolling
you
the
just, like-
1d6 to for the removal, not for the investigation.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So you're. So basically, he just kind of,
No, we gotta get out of here, man.
it just stops moving. The little fire starts to gutter and go out, and the dark shadow that's hugging onto the fire kind of like. So at
Can I
this
shoot
point,
that
I think we
right
should
away?
roll initiative. Now it's almost a quarter after.
No. Oh
So
yeah, we
there's a
should
brazier. So there's a brazier of coals right next to you, and then there is a little fire that is in the mechanism. It's almost like a candle that's going out because there's a breeze, or
Yeah, you
like
should
a.
put the fire in the coals while we deal with this ghost.
Yeah, sure. I want to keep the fire going.
I feel like we should pretend that we're still trying to help.
Oh, actually, hang on. I can no.
Oh, here, face chewer. I wrote it down. From the Jung family.
I can probably make a little fire. I think I can make a fire. Bestow magic on objects. A single object can only bear one property. A visual effect, a sound, a smell. Surely I can light a little fire.
There's already a fire there with the brazier of coals right next to.
Yeah,
the
I'll
living
I'll
fire.
put it there to keep it on fire. But I'm like for when we're traveling.
Is everybody else seeing us? Can they see us?
I mean,
Doing this?
I have no idea what's going on, based on my vision.
Like Berg and Colette, can they see what's happening?
Yeah, I think so. So as soon as you pull the fire out,
Okay,
and the
okay.
living fire,
Right before we pull it
Warforged
out, I'm gonna use minor illusion to make it sound like the Warforged, the living fire is gonna say, "Fix me quick and bring me back." And then Damien will say, "Yes, my friend, of course,
All right.
with haste, with haste."
So does the spell description tell you what to do? Otherwise, like in order to fool people, or is it? I think it's just a performance check again.
It's just minor. No, I'm just doing minor illusion. You
Yeah, so
create
make-
a sound.
Yeah. So make a
It
performance
can be your
check.
voice, someone else's voice. It's okay. It's a
Yeah. So
spell.
they can do like an insight versus your performance.
Okay. Do I get
Bard-
advantage?
Bards always have amazing performance.
Hilarious. Well, I'm using a spell. Well, whatever you want.
Yeah, I think so. I think so because you're using like this is a spell with a slot, or is it? It's just like a
18.
it's a cantrip. Is
It's
it
a cantrip. It is a cantrip, but I rolled an 18 anyways.
Okay. So
And then Damien, Damien will go, "Oh my gosh, my friend with haste. We shall return you to your former glory."
they're like, oh God, no! Hurry up, please, please! And then suddenly the so like a shadow,
Yeah.
a shadow. So when do you throw the living fire into the coals, or do you just hold it close to the coals? You feel
Well, I
like as
think-
soon as you move it close to the coals, the shadow moves off of it out into the coals, like it wants to move to a hotter fire.
Yeah. That's nice. That's good. That's good. Yes, do that. Gump, do this. Well, I'm not the one holding it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you know it's going on the fire.
So you're just gonna put the whole thing into the fire? Okay. So the shadow kind of like goes and grows to its full size, and it's gonna fight you.
Oh my god. Charisma-based characters, yes.
But it's not a shadow demon. Well, it's just interesting.
I
I don't
can
think I've ever
finally-
run. I don't think I've ever run a game where we went 3 sessions without a big fight. So, and even now,
I
it's probably not going to be a big fight.
finally, I can back up my incessant talking.
So, do you want to roll for initiative, Gump?
Oh, did I not click? Or did I not?
Gump, gump. Gump's got to go in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
I say we scoop up the fire with some coals and we get out and we're like, "Oh, please fight it! We'll protect the flame."
And Cookie screams, "But who will protect the children without the living
Oh,
fire?
yeah.
Those children, those poor children." Anyway, yeah. So, do you want to leave this as a cliffhanger, or do you want to go? Do you want to start fighting the shadow?
Nico, no. Nico's gotta go.
I can probably stay another 10 minutes
Okay.
if necessary, if that's long enough. But like,
Oh, I think so.
yeah, 10 minutes.
Minutes
Alright,
quick
so-
enough for a TPK.
Okay, so Carp, what do you want to do? So Badrid is like completely in the
no.
wrong place to fight the shadow.
Is Gump holding the flame, or is the flame now in the coals?
I'm gonna say the fight starts when Gump just dumps the whole thing into the coals, and so, so first of all, the living fire that's in the thing seems to gain strength. So on its initiative, it'll gain strength. Hang on, I have to roll initiative for it. Here we go. Wow, 21.2. Okay.
Can I just go? Oh, Gump, my friend, get his heart away from here. Get it away. And then I'll do Bane. I don't know. I'll cast Bane on the thing. It has to roll what is it? Charisma saving throw.
So sorry, who are you casting Bane on? The shadow?
Yeah.
Okay, so the living fire just went, and it's in the brazier, and it's like
Yes. So I'm telling.
seems to be gaining strength.
Well, Damien says, "Oh, my friend, Gump, take the heart away. Take it
Yes.
away. Keep it safe."
Yeah, so Carp, you're
And then
casting
I'll
Bane.
do-
You're casting
and I'll do
Bane on the
Bane.
shadow. Okay, so I have to make a saving throw against that.
Charisma.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I rolled a 19.
shit. Okay, well, fuck
I'm
you.
sorry. So you cast magic against the shadow, and it's like it wants to seek out your life force. Gump.
Yeah. Okay.
The living fire. So the living fire seems to be gaining strength from the fire, but the shadow has come out of it, and it's up above, and it's above you, and it's gonna try to drain your life or whatever it is that shadows do.
So he's right above me. So if I did
Adjacent to you, yes.
okay, if I did a cone in that way, would I get people?
Yeah.
Like, can I?
No, you would just get the shadow.
Okay. I'm gonna do the Tasha's Caustic Brew, I think.
So what does it look like when an artificer casts Tasha's Caustic Brew? Do you like get out a spray can and spray it with a
I was
lighter?
gonna say,
or do you
I feel like I've probably got like some metal cuffs or something that I just like some kind of a
Man, okay.
contraption.
Do I feel like he's gonna hit me if I take a step back?
Yes.
Like an opportunity?
You're pretty sure.
So I will do that so that he cannot hit Gump when Gump backs away with the flame.
Unless, oh wait, hang on one quick
Okay.
sec.
I'll
AC 16.
My C is 10. So
So he's a shadow.
Jesus
So is he
Christ.
solid? Would things just go through him?
Yeah, he takes less damage from attacks for sure.
Like
Well, you'll find that
bludgeoning
out when you
and stuff
attack him. So you take 12 damage, Catherine, and you lose a D4 strength.
From what?
Uh,
What's that
oh,
from?
okay. Okay, yeah. So you rolled a D4. Okay, that's fine. We'll use your roll since you rolled first. The shadow drains your strength. So so the shadow used its reaction to it does like the Dementor thing and sucks your life force out of you.
oh, my friend, keep the flame safe. Get it out of here.
So Gump, so you did your thing. So what does your what does your spell do?
Well, I know. Okay, I guess I can't do the.
Yeah, you're doing the shadow. You're doing that spell.
Well, no, okay, all right.
Yeah, shadows have resistance against everything because they're partially desolid.
Against everything, like even acid.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much everything
Okay, so then fuck that. Then I'm gonna do my other one.
except for radiant. Radiant is the only thing. It's the opposite.
Yeah, I'm not a cleric this time.
Okay, in that case, no. I'm gonna do catapult. I'm gonna grab one of my heavy things I got on me and just throw it at him.
Okay, yeah. So you can do you can do this place is full of objects you can smash him with for catapult.
I'll do catapult instead then. If
All right.
they're
I've
all
never
gonna
seen
be
catapult
shitty.
used in one of my games. So you have to make an attack roll.
Yeah.
DC, oh, it's a dexterity save. Okay, so you just throw a.
I'm gonna throw one of the
stool.
coals. I'm gonna like pick it up, burn my hand, and throw one of the fucking coals at him.
Okay. I think with catapult you can just do like you could just kind of like levitate it with it's like a telekinesis thing, where you can just kind of go huh, and stuff just goes flying off in a direction, and so it's a DC 14 dexterity. It's got good dex. 4. I fail. So I take 14 damage. I take 7 damage. So that's you can see his health bar go down.
Can
Oh,
I
it's in-
grab
I
the?
can't.
His health bar is in shadow.
Can I take the flame and run?
Yeah, as a free action, you can just grab the flame and run away.
Yeah, I'll do that.
In that cup thing that you made?
Well, it's currently like in a housing that goes in the warforge.
Oh, okay. 'Cause, don't we have to keep it hot?
You don't know?
Oh, fuck.
Because I do have that coal thing or whatever it was that.
Mhm.
Anyways, I'll grab it and I'll run. And so how far can I go?
Yeah, you can take your normal move, except Colette and Bergen are not going to let you leave with the fire. They're like, hey, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing?
5.
So you can't get past them. If you try to get past them, they're going to they're probably
That's fine.
attacking.
I'm just gonna say we gotta. This is the shadow. We're trying to get it
Yeah.
far from the shadow.
So if you move that far, Colette's going to attack you probably.
Well, which one's Colette?
The one down here.
Okay, well-
you probably
Well, I'm
want to
still
go
next to
square,
Bergen.
one square less.
There.
Yep. And so the shadow's like. "Ah." Well, it swoops back down onto the living fire, I guess. Oh no, you took the living fire with you. Okay. So it's gonna come. It's just gonna come after you and try to get. It's just gonna swoop right through. Up, yeah, you know. Well, I guess it'll kind of go here and attack. The Gump.
Fuck.
And it's like, don't take my heat from me. I need my heat. I will attack you with my strength drain. Jesus Christ, AC 22. For 6 damage, necrotic, and you lose a D4 strength.
Okay.
It's not my turn. Can I still say something?
You lose 3 strength. Yeah.
3 strength. What does that mean?
I'm gonna say, Toffs, what are you doing, Toffs? Protect the flame. What are you doing? Let us protect the flame. Do you want
Badrid,
your boss to die?
Badrid, what are you doing? You hear,
What's
you
the
hear
3?
shouting
I don't
and-
understand
Yeah.
the 3 strength thing.
You lose your strength goes down by 3. Just keep
Okay.
I don't. Can you just reduce your strength? I don't want it to be.
I'll just
forget what
keep
your
it
strength
in mind.
was.
Yeah, you can just do. Well, we can just come look back in the chat to see what the number was.
Yeah. So Badrid, what you gonna
Would Cookie be deemed like? Can I move through Cookie without it taking
Yes.
extra speed? Okay.
do? Yes.
So I guess I'd move here. That's as far as I can go.
There you
So
are.
I guess.
And
Yeah,
then-
I had no idea of anything going on except when people started screaming.
and your wife is there. She looks pale. There's a dark shadow standing next to her.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I'll action
your wife.
dash to here, and then I'll rage as a bonus action. That's all I can really do.
All right.
But they believed me when I pretended to be the living fire, saying to go and come back with it fixed, though, right?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Except they're kind of like don't leave, don't, yeah. So but now that the shadow is here, I think these people will start poking it with their spears. So they're just gonna like try. Wow, nat 1. That's from Bergen. Colette's gonna go 18 for did 2 damage.
Oh, oh yeah.
And then Cookie's gonna come running. Yeah, I also have a spear. Wow, good damage. Okay, well yeah. Alright, so the shadow's kind of like, ah. Alright, so, it is now time for the living fire. So,
What?
the living fire, so you're carrying the living fire in your hands. And it's so you hear like a little squeaking sound saying, "Oh, please put me back in the fire, please, I'm dying."
She says that to me. Okay. Well, I guess it's not my turn yet.
Yeah, and so it just kind of like that's all it does. Carp, your turn again, or should I say Damien?
Have I seen like other fire sources further out?
The kitchen. There's a huge fire going in the kitchen.
Yeah, no. Elsewhere.
Like elsewhere in the house. Well, I mean, there's probably torches and there's probably lamps, in this place. So apart from the brazier and the kitchen fire, which you can see there is very bright. You can't see it because it's around the wall. There's nothing really. You can go back and get the brazier, I guess. But
No,
you think maybe the living
I-
fire would rather be in the fire than just being carried out of here?
I don't give a shit what he wants. Fuck, I'm trying to steal him. I'm afraid to step away because he's gonna kill me.
Slavery is magically illegal.
So I don't know what to do. I'll vicious mockery the dude, the guy,
The
my
shadow?
man.
All right.
I can't make fire. I'm not that kind of person. I mean, I have a candle.
So yeah, so all of you, just you blathering on is enough to be vicious mockery. And so, do I have to make a saving? Like, how does that work?
Wisdom saving throw.
Are you gonna click on your vicious mockery to tell me what it does?
Oh, sure. I was gonna wait to see if you failed or not.
4 psychic damage. I am resistant to acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. But not psychic. Nat 1. All right.
So you get disadvantage on your next attack roll.
And you do 4 damage. So how do you kill this
And
shadow
4.
with mean words?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, what did you say to it?
Go gently into the cold night. That's it.
They don't seem like hurtful words. Okay, he's kind of like, oh, okay.
Go not so gently into the cold night.
Because he's just a ghost. He's not like a bad
All
guy.
right, so the shadow is gone, and now the guards are kind of like,
Oh!
okay, the shadow's gone. Quick, bring the living fire back to our master. So, do you want to?
I'm gonna come. So sorry, he's dead, right? Shadow's gone.
Shadow's gone.
Okay. I'm gonna put some coals in my little thing that I fabricated, fire in there, and I can always cast firebolt on it, light it up.
You want to cast firebolt on the living fire? The actual living fire, not the Warforged living fire. Yeah. Roll your damage.
I was
Just
gonna fill it
automatically roll
with
your
coals. I was gonna fill my little contraption with coals and stuff so we can keep the fire going while we bring him
Okay.
with us.
Okay, are you gonna go back to the brazier where the?
Are we still like in order or out of order now?
No, we're out of order.
We're out of order? Okay, as soon as Gump puts the coals in and then puts the living fire on top of the coals, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion right on top of that, just to make it look like it's kind of like pale blue and like sickly, kind of.
Okay. So the fire says, "Oh, thank you for removing that weight on my chest. Oh, I thought I've been smothering for so long. Oh, thank you so much." And then so if you add more coals and do all that stuff, the living fire kind of like burns up pretty quick.
No, but it doesn't look like that.
What do you mean? It doesn't look like that?
I cast Minor Illusion to make it look.
Oh, you want it to
Set
not
that.
look. You want it to not look good. Okay, so it's kind of, but it's still saying it out loud. Oh, thank you. I feel so much better. Like, oh, I don't. What's going on?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yes, we freed you of the shackles of this monster. I don't know. Maybe you seem. Perhaps it's the portals malfunctioning. I don't know. I've seen some cases similar to this in which the magic's unknown or failing slowly. I'm afraid for you.
Can we just? I could disguise myself as the dude, living fire dude.
Right there. He's right there.
As the Warforged? Well, he's a little bigger than you. He's a lot bigger. Okay, so the living fire basically says, now that I feel better, please, I would like you to return me to my friend. We exist together. But how can I reward you for helping me?
Well,
Are you sure you don't look so good, Tufts? I don't know. Maybe your boss is still in denial. He doesn't look so good to me.
No, I feel great. I feel really good. Thanks. But
do you know Cog?
just like the guards are like, what's going on?
Do you
You
know?
look so sick.
Do you know Cog?
Do I know Cog?
Yeah. Does that name ring a bell?
Oh, okay. On a d20, I'm just gonna roll if it's high. He's like, nope. I don't know Cog.
Well, so the Warforged is shut down right now, right?
Yeah, the Warforged is just like.
Well, why don't we bring him and the living fire to Cog? See what Cog wants with the living fire, and then.
Sure, you'll have to persuade these guards to do that, and the little flame in the in the thing says hang on, how smart is this guy? He's really smart, yeah. He says, please, no, please return me to my master. We can, whatever you desire shall be yours. I can help you. What is it that you want? Like, why did you come here?
I'm
leading the players.
I had to fetch living fire. And that led us here. Unless you know of others.
Like there is an alchemist or a warforged who seeks living fire?
He's whatever he is. He's an inventor? What is it called?
Yeah, he's like you. He's a where are you?
An artificer?
Artificer, yeah.
Yeah. He needed fire and flour.
Yeast.
Fire and yeast. Oh yes, a gunpowder artificer. Well, and thanks for returning me my life. I will give you of myself, and then
What the fuck?
But if I give you of myself, understand that he will become your friend, or I will become your friend, and no action will be taken without my consent. For I can feel it, slavery. There is no, I am not a creature to be controlled. Fire is not such a thing.
Coolio. Okay, well, we're gonna go.
It's just Coolio.
Scoliosis.
We gotta go now. Cog's waiting. Gump's gotta go.
Okay, so are you gonna let him split off a piece and give you?
Yeah.
So the living fire says, but first return me to my friend, and then we can split off a piece and.
No, let's do that first, and then I'll put the rest of you and your friend. Only if those around here will promise to just let us go after this unharmed.
Yeah, Bergen and Colette are kind of like, what is happening right now? Could you please put the fire back in our master?
I'm gonna say, oh, this is too much for little old Damien. I'm just so confused. My head hurts. I don't know what this is.
Oh, go sit down, Damien.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna like usher Damien away, and
we're gonna
to bring Damien to sit down, and then whisper in the ear, what the actual fuck happened while I was in the kitchen.
Look how the dwarf has missed, the barbarian has missed everything.
I do really have to go, guys, though. I'm
okay,
gonna be late.
yeah. So, long story short, the living fire will split off because the living fire is like a 4 hit die creature. It'll split off a one hit die of itself to make a small fire that you can bring in your contraption back to the ship.
Sweet.
Eventually it'll grow to full size, but cool. It's a sentient. So now you have a puppy and a baby fire.
And a demon.
The demon that owes you a favor. That's right. Yes.
This is cool. Gump is awesome. Gump's gonna become the most powerful fucking thing ever, isn't he?
Then I'm gonna leave as Damien, awesome. And I'm gonna say, well, I don't know what this was, but thank you so much, everybody. Until our next delivery, I suppose. And then I'll whisper, I guess, to Cookie or something, whoever's nearby, and I'll say, although I don't know if I'll use the service of these folks again. This was quite strange to me.
Okay. Cookie's like, sure, whatever. Cool story, bro. Yeah, so the Warforged comes back to life, and he's like, oh, you cured me. Thank you so much. The children will be so thankful. Yes, we will give you. Please claim your reward. And so they'll have rewards for you for next session. So,
yay!
For helping the Warforged. So, there you go.
Can we leave? And when we leave, can I try and find Kai Vang?
The guard who's going around trying to. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell her. We were in there for a little bit, and they kept talking about kids that they were like not feeding, keeping locked. Just thought you might want to know that.
No. Well, before you leave, they show you that they're running like an orphanage for wayward children.
Oh.
And so
Oh.
yeah. So they're so thankful. So Living Fire is so thankful that he's now full, hale and hearty, and that he can help those poor kids. And so yeah.
But Cookie kept saying like, we're not gonna give any to the fucking kids.
Yeah, Cookie's just a bitch. So.
Oh, fuck you, Cookie. Goodbye.
Yeah, no, I didn't want this game to go dark, so there you go. Yeah,
Cool,
so
we
I
did
hope
it.
you're enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun with this. So.
I kind of like being a charisma-based character. It's cool because I always talk no matter what, so it's good that I can back it up some of the time. Poor Badger didn't do anything.
That's okay.
It was.
Well, I feel like that's cool that Badger just kind of follows Carp around and somehow never does anything, but he's cool. He's having fun. So yeah.
Yeah. I'm fucked. I have 7 hit points left. Like I got hurt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna log
Alright,
off the stream.
Okay. So thank you for watching if you
so
did,
much for watching,
and
our
there
good
you go.
viewers.
Yeah.